My name is Sav, but my full name is Savannah, but I go by Sav. So I figured I'd do one of these like vlogs kind of videos thing. I've never really done this before, but I've seen a few people online. So I basically do volunteer work at the stables, and I was just gonna record like the stuff that I do and how I do it and stuff like that. Well, not really how I do it, but just like me doing it, because I don't know, people want to see horses, I guess. So I've been working at this stables called Moorland Stables about 3 years now, and I've been told that I will be getting like paid for the work that I'm doing there, so I would be able to save up for my own horse. And I spoke to my mom about it, and she was like, yeah, you can get your own horse if you pay for it and you take care of it, as well as you take care of the horses at the stables, because she's already seen how I do that. Now personally I don't really ride. I've only ridden a trot fastest, so you know, I'm like a beginner. I'm not even like a novice. I think novice are like at a canter, but I'm really good at taking care of horses. So hopefully maybe I'll be able to even pay for some lessons when I get the horse that I want. So today I've just been told it will be a slow day, and I'll just be taking out all of the horses that didn't do much work today into the pasture, and all of the horses that did for a nice good bath and grooming. So not much exciting things today. If there's a lesson going on, then maybe we'll be able to see some lessons. There's some really cool like professional horses at this stables. Like they have some Friesians there that are like gorgeous. I'm not allowed to handle those ones because they're like meant to be done by professional horse groomers or something, but I will show you them because I feel like you'd be interested, and I'm sure you don't want to see my boring face. So I just want to head over to the ice cream store that's in front of me at the moment. I like to get like my little ice cream before I go into the stables. So I guess follow me. I'm not really used to this stuff. I personally like coming to this diner not just because the ice cream's good, but also because of the staff. They're lovely. Now that I've been able to like get something in my stomach, I'm gonna head to the stables. This is as far as the tram will take me, so from here I have to walk. Now this is the bit of the video that you've all been waiting for. Behind me is Moorland Stables. These are all the horses that I don't work with. These horses should be around for the newer riders like myself. Currently, I don't ride at all because I can't afford the lessons, but hopefully I can in the future. I don't know all of these horses' names or any of the horses because they change their horses out every now and again through donations or people buying them, because all horses here are available to be bought. If I was to be getting a horse, it would definitely be one from Moorland Stables, that's for sure. I'm sure all of you would like to check out the horses that are behind me, so don't worry, we'll go check them out now. This is a Jorvik Warmblood. I know all of the horses' breeds, but I'm not too good with remembering their names. So I really do apologize that I don't know all of their names. However, this Arabian on the right of me should not be here because he is one of my breeds. Now this horse I know very well because this is one of the horses I work with. Her name is Coconut, and she shouldn't be in these stables. She should be within the inside stables, which we'll go in a minute. Once I've headed inside, I'll get a lead for her and take her in. First, I just need to get changed out of my casual clothes into my barn clothes because I don't want to get these ones dirty. And then I will get a halter and put it onto Coconut so that I can take her in because she's not supposed to be out there. My guess is someone left her out there to change her hooves and forgot to bring her back in, but it's okay because it's my job to do that. I'm completely fine with working with Coconut. She's the sweetest. Okay, now that I'm dressed in my barn clothes, I feel more comfortable to work around the horses without worrying about dirtying my outfit. So I just got told that I may be riding today, possibly, because one of the horses didn't have a student come in and they just want me to exercise her a bit. And like I said, I can go up to a trot, so me taking her inside a pen and just doing some leg work wouldn't hurt anyone. And plus, because I've worked with horses for so long, I'm allowed to be with her by myself unsupervised, just at a walking max trot speed, because I am not a skilled enough rider to be going any faster than that, and it would be unsafe. Before I introduce you to the horse that I will be riding later, first I just need to go ahead and get Coconut and bring her in. Now that Coconut's in her stall, I can go ahead and get to what I needed to do today. So I just needed to give, I believe, Raven Strider a bath and groom him and then muck out a few stalls. I usually use the buckets in the back of the stables to clean the stalls, but I think today I'll just use my ones because they're just easier access and I can't be bothered to go all the way around the back for them. So this is Raven Strider. He is like the sweetest thing that I have ever met. I still think Honey is sweeter than him, but I'll leave that down to them to decide who's nicer. I've gone ahead and cleaned another 3 horses. I'm not sure if I got footage for that. I just remembered that I promised you guys that I'd introduce you to one of our luxury horses, which was a Frisian named Darkheart. So I'll gladly show you her. This is Darkheart. I'm not allowed to get too close to her because she's one of the private horses. She's not owned by Moorland and I'm not the person who takes care of her. So this is the best I can get you guys. I hope you appreciate it. So now that I've done my chores for today, I'm gonna finally get to go and ride Honey for you guys. It's quite cool that I get to ride a horse for today, and especially since it's my first video. So being able to ride Honey would be a dream come true. So I'm gonna just get one of the helmets, Moorland helmet, that are given to us as non-riders, and I'll get Honey tacked up. Don't I look snazzy in my helmet? So I'm just gonna tack up Honey and then I'll take her out to the arena. So this is Honey. She's honestly the sweetest horse in the barn. I love her to tears. She's one of my favorites. I've ridden her many times before. She was the first horse I trotted in, so I really do have some kind of connection with her, I guess. Like I said before, every time I come near her stall, she walks right up to it. So I cannot wait to get riding on her. And because it's just some leg work and just getting a little bit of exercise, I'm allowed to do it by myself unsupervised, as long as I don't take her out onto a trail or something like a crazy person. Then well, not that people who trail ride are crazy, just that I'm very inexperienced, so I can't do that. I would probably be risking a lot of things on Moorland, and I don't want to get them in trouble because I love the Moorland family to pieces. So I'm just gonna take Honey out and stop talking because I know you guys want to see me ride, and you're probably gonna tell me all of my pointers of everything I do wrong. I'm not the best rider, so just bear with me on that one. So now that Honey's all tacked up, I'm gonna take her out for her ride. I'm so excited. So behind me is the pasture that everyone uses because it's closed off, and it's just on Moreland Stables, and it's, I believe, where the bobcats train as well, but they're not using it right now, so that's why I'm able to ride Honey, unfortunately only as fast as a trot. So yeah, I will try to do my best, but whatever I'm doing wrong, be sure to point it out in the comment, because like I said, I'm not the best rider, but with horse care I can tell you what to do there, because I've been caring for horses for about 3 years now. So yeah, I'm really excited to start riding Honey again. It's been literally months. So here I am mounting Honey. She was really energetic today for some reason, I'm not sure why. So I just wanted to kind of hold her back a little bit because I was a bit scared she might just take off. She's not usually the type to want to do a lot of work, but I guess because she's been in the stall all day, she really wanted to let go of all of that energy. So I was just trying to kind of relax her before I started walking. Plus I knew my instructor was right behind me, and I didn't want to cut any corners, with making sure safety was priority when I'm riding alone in a pasture, especially being a new rider like myself. So I'm just gonna go ahead and ask for the walk. Honey does kind of walk a little bit lazy. She has not done any work today, so don't worry, we are not overworking her. She just walks really lazy. I don't know if she was just frustrated with me because I was holding her back a bit and she really wanted to go, and all I was doing was letting her walk, but I just wanted to warm her up a bit. Here's where we stopped because a squirrel ran by and I didn't want to spook her. I wanted to stick to the fence because I feel more comfortable being by the fence, having that sense of security. As you can see, from time to time I do halt with Honey because it feels like she's kind of getting away a little bit, so I'm trying to hold her back. I get really nervous around open pastures, so I really wanted to slow her down around that section because I didn't want her to take a U-turn right out of there because there's no fence there. That's just a way where trail riders can pass through. Very nerve-wracking when I go past sections like that. So I just continue to go around a little bit, warming her up, and I'm just really shocked at my balance. I never realized how great my balance was. I thought it was way worse than what it actually is. I think the only thing I need to work on is how I hold my reins is way too loose. And again, I'm sorry for the halting with Honey, but it's because I can tell she really wanted to get going. So I was just doing a few turns on the fence. We stopped again for a bit because a dog was barking and it spooked her. And I wanted to calm her down, and she's getting a little bit calm. I was petting her, trying to make her feel secure, and she really had a bit of energy. But it was just surprising for Honey because she's usually really chilled, but I guess it's because she has been locked in the stables all day. So this is us starting to do the trot. Now, as soon as we were trotting, Honey took 2 steps and she was like, okay, I'm done now. Where did all that energy go, Honey? That's the Honey I remember, the one who doesn't want to do anything. That's why for a few times we do fall into a walk, because Honey literally, she was done. She took 2 steps in that trot and she was like, okay, my energy's gone now. But it is a little bit my fault because I don't really give my horses as much encouragement as I probably should do when I'm riding. So do bear with me on that one. I do need to improve. I promise I'll do better next time when it comes to recording. Hopefully next time I will be in a lesson with one of my friends. He's a little bit more of an advanced rider than me because he can canter, but I was hoping of doing a joint private lesson with him and my instructor. He rides the Jorvik Warm Blood and he is so talented. Oh my gosh. So hopefully next time I'll be able to film a lesson with him, and he will be able to walk me through canterings and taking control and holding my balance, because I've only just about mastered the sitting trot, and that is not a joke, guys. That is not a joke. So we continue to just trot around the arena for a bit more. Oh, we're coming up to this open fence again. I was so nervous. As you can see, I was pulling her back when I was going past that open bit of the fence, because I was trying to take control, and I ended up making her walk. Sorry, honey. I just get a bit anxious, and she can definitely tell that I was getting anxious. Bless her. And I like sticking to the fence because I feel secure. So that's why I'm to the fence most of the time. So I did try to peel off to make it a little bit more exciting for you guys. But I can tell that this video isn't really as exciting as when I was riding, but trust me, when I was riding Honey, I was so happy. I don't even know what to tell you. I was just super duper excited. That's the best way how I can describe it. And I really love trotting. I understand that my bounce is a bit off. I don't really fall at the correct time that I'm supposed to, which is why Honey does get a little bit like wobbly sometimes in her trot. Completely my fault. I do need to work on it. I know I should master my trot before cantering, but it's just a lot when I see everyone cantering around me, and I wanted to get that going. So I wanted to just cool her down a bit, get her walking around the arena just to calm her down, because we were going to dismount and take her back to the stalls. But she actually didn't go back to her stalls that night. I thought she was going to, but I was told to leave her in the paddock because she didn't really get as much like out time as she probably should have. So she did get her chance to run around for like 2 seconds, and then she was just eating. But that's Honey for you. Honestly, if I was going to adopt any horse from Moorland or buy, it would be Honey. So Honey is completely available for adoption if you want her. Like, don't be saying that you're not going to take her because I want her, because there's one thing, I do want her to go to her forever home. So if you are interested in Honey, I highly recommend you adopting her. She is the sweetest horse ever. Oh my days, Honey is so sweet. So we're just kind of walking, trying to calm her down, giving her little pets, letting her know that the session is coming to a bit of an end. And I had to do this because my instructor was behind me again, and she was watching me, and she was calling out some things to me as well, letting me know that my shoulders were too far forward and I needed to make sure I was in line with myself to maintain balance, because it was actually confusing Honey and I didn't realize I was doing that. So if you see me kind of waddling in the saddle, that's kind of what was going on. But yeah, to be honest, this session was a lot more fun than I expected it to be. It has been ages since I've taken Honey out and I've actually ridden, so I was really excited. So that's kind of why I went into a little bit of a trot, because Honey was kind of trying to she got some energy, I guess, again, and she was trying to get away from me. She even jumped into a canter. I freaked out, and then I got her down to a trot again, and then I was trying to get her to start walking again, because clearly she had energy she needed to burn off. And right, just like that, she was back in a walk and she was happy walking. It was quite a scary experience jumping into that canter. I felt like I was gonna fall off, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. So I got the feel of a canter for like 0.5 seconds. 0.5 seconds. So this is just me trying to calm her down after that, whatever experience that was. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it so much, and I hope to see you in the next video.